There's no sign more inviting to a mass killer than a sign that declares this school is a gun-free zone. Come in and take us.
That's President Trump speaking at the NRA's annual meeting in Dallas, renewing his call to arm teachers. The president using the occasion to urge attendees to show up at the polls in November. What he didn't talk about was the promise he made to fight the NRA on certain gun control measures. President Trump's speech nearly 3 months after the school shooting in Parkland, Florida, that reignited a nationwide debate over gun policy. Joining me now is Andrew Pollack. He's the father of Meadow Pollack. She was killed in that shooting at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. And since then, he's met with President Trump and Florida's Governor Rick Scott. In his work, he started a group called CLASS, that is Children's Lives and School Safety. Andrew Pollack, great to speak with you this afternoon. And I just want to get your reaction, first of all, to what you heard there from the president. I don't know if you listened to the entire speech yesterday, but your reaction to what you heard there about the safety of schools.
Well, I think that people need to put their political agendas aside and focus on what's important, and that's protecting our kids. And I believe in what the president says. We need to have armed personnel at the schools. It's maybe not teachers, but I'm working with a group where we're looking to arm the veterans or retired law enforcement and have them highly trained and place them in schools.
You talk about
I think that would be a great idea.
You talk about this transcending partisanship. You've talked about being a member of the Human Party, not the Republican Party or the Democratic Party. What have you made 3 months after this tragedy about how all of this has unfolded in that political realm? Even if you listen to the president yesterday, he's talking about the election. He's using gun control as a political issue. Is it proving more difficult for that reason to prevail than you might have thought in the immediate aftermath of that tragedy?
Well, in Florida, we were able to pass a bipartisan bill. 3 weeks after the tragic event, we got that bill passed. There was a little bit of gun control in that bill, but most of the bill was focused on our children and keeping them safe. So we did do it in Florida, and we could take Florida as an example and do it in other states. Follow the same bill that we did in Florida.
I want to go back to the exchange that you had with the president. It was in February of this year in the White House. It was certainly something that many of us saw and resonates to me as being very memorable. Let's take a listen to what you had to say there at the White House.
I'm very angry that this happened because it keeps happening. How many schools, how many children have to get shot? It stops here with this administration and me.
You received a letter from the president after that. Your son tweeted it out. This is what he tweeted. "Thank you, real Donald Trump, for opening the White House to my family with open arms. It was great talking about my sister's beauty and school security with you. Thank you, Mr. President." And just quoting a little bit from that letter there that he photographed, "We will not forget her life," the president wrote, "and we're resolved to confront the evil that so senselessly took her from us." Just want to get a sense from you of where we stand as you develop this 8-point plan and try to get schools to become safer places. Where are we? How much progress have we made, and what would you like to see happen here in these next few months?
Well, the bill that got passed in Florida, it's just going to start to get implemented. So we're starting in Florida. They're going to have single-point entries. They're going to have more hardening. The SROs, we're going to have one SRO per 1,000 students, and they're focusing a lot on mental illness, which I think is really going to help. I'm on a commission in Florida into that horrific event that happened February 14th. So we're looking into that, what took place that day, what led up to it, and we're going to use that commission and focus on prevention in other schools. So I'm excited about what we're doing, because what we're going to do is make it preventive so it doesn't happen in any other schools.
That's Andrew Pollack. He's the founder of CLASS, the father of Meadow Pollack. Thank you very much for the time this afternoon.
Thanks, Dave.